Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Gabby, and in today's video we're going to be making little gingerbread men studs in 2 variations and Christmas tree studs in 3 variations. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're going to start with the gingerbread man design, and we are going to make 2 different ones. And first thing, we're going to roll out the brown clay. And then we're going to use cling film to prevent the gingerbread men from sticking inside the polymer clay cutter. And then we're going to cut them out nice and neat. And actually this cutter provided really nice and smooth edges. And we're going to make fairly few of them. And they are quite cute. And now we're just going to peel off the cling film and the excess polymer clay. And now we're going to use the blade to remove them from the surface that they got stuck on. And I'm going to use a dotting tool to put some eyes on them and some dots for the buttons. And I'm going to do that for all of them. And one of the designs are just this. We're going to leave it nice and simple with nothing at all added to it. And then the next design, we're going to add a little bit of white liquid polymer clay in those holes that we made for the eyes and the buttons. And I'm just going to do that to all of them. Do you guys like gingerbread man cookies or biscuits? I'm not the biggest fan of ginger flavored things actually, but these earrings are adorable. So in addition to adding buttons and eyes, we're going to add some ruffles that add arms and legs to give that trousers and shirt effect to these gingerbread men. And then we're going to make Christmas tree studs, and we're going to make them in 3 designs. And the first thing that we're going to do is cut up the green polymer clay and going to condition that in the pasta machine with a little bit of black polymer clay to make this bright green a bit more darker green, more like Christmas tree color. And once again, we're going to add the cling film to prevent the polymer clay from sticking inside the cutter, because that would be a pain to get it out. And I'm just going to cut out loads and loads of them. And now we're going to peel the cling film, including one of the trees, and we're going to peel off the remaining polymer clay too. So we're going to add a bit of browned liquid polymer clay onto the trunk of the trees to make it a bit more realistic. And for the first design, we're going to be adding red baubles all over the tree, and we're going to use liquid polymer clay that we colored with pastels. So for the second Christmas tree design, we're going to keep the red baubles and the brown trunk, and we're just going to add a little bit of gold all across the tree, and that's going to represent the tinsel. So the third and final Christmas tree design is just going to be us adding a little bit of white polymer clay to each of the tree branches to represent snow. And in this case, I'm just spreading it with a dotting tool, and you can actually use either the dotting tool or a brush, a pointed angled brush, and I'm going to use it in just a second. The only difference between the two that I've noticed, the dotting tool is a bit more precise, but it also picks up a lot more polymer clay, so you can't really control the amount that you're adding as much as you can with the brush. But the brush, if it's not pointy or angled enough, then you kind of get it on the trunk a little bit like I did. But if you don't mind that, then it works equally well. Even though I smoothed out both gingerbread men and Christmas trees, they still had a little bit of edge, so I used the file to just file it off and make it nice and smooth. So just a side note, I don't really show it in this video, but I do file the backs where the earring posts are going to be glued on, and that actually helps with the whole gluing process. I found it sticks much better to the polymer clay when I actually file both the polymer clay piece and the earring post. And before you apply any glue, I usually use a bit of isopropyl alcohol to remove any dust from both the earring post and the filed polymer clay pieces, and let it dry before I put any glue and stick the earring posts. I have tried fairly few different glues in the past, and I found that the more liquidy ones actually are more difficult to work with, so we ended up buying Gorilla Super Glue gel, and that works quite nicely as you can control the amount of glue that comes out more easily compared to more liquidy ones. And as always, I'm just going to show you what they look like on me and on our earring card, and they turned absolutely adorable. And if you would like to check it out, it's available on our website at foxandbunnyrise.com. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you on our next video. Bye bye.